welcome to Panther Sports. We've been thinking about the glory days of American heavyweights, guys you wanted to watch, thinking about the current crop, thinking about what it means when the most powerful nation on earth keeps seeing its best guys lose. Let's get into it. There is a lineage of American heavyweights who transcended sport. Joe Louis held the title for 12 years. He was an instrument of national propaganda, a symbol of American moral authority deployed against fascism. His two fights with Max Schmeling were between not just two boxers, but two paths into the future of civilization. Muhammad Ali, the most recognizable boxer in history, a guy who refused to go to war. He transitioned into being a new guy with a new name, became a figurehead for civil rights. Then there was Mike Tyson, the menace from Brownsville. You didn't need to understand boxing to understand what Mike Tyson meant. Tyson was the acceptable public face of rage and violence. These were not just heavyweights, they were national events, cultural symbols. They were the American dream in the flesh, from humble beginnings to the baddest man on the planet, from poverty to plenitude, fame, money, oversized jewellery. Boxing promotion and nationalistic jingoism is a tried and trusted formula. Big fights have often carried that juicy us against them narrative. Louis and Schmeling, Hagler and the Minter mob. Bernard Hopkins turned an unknown Welshman into a Vegas ticket seller with the immortal line, "I'll never let a white boy beat me." Jerry Cooney and Larry Holmes in 1982, snipers around the arena, the promoters calling it a race war. The heavyweight title always carried a potent symbolism. Boxing doesn't feature so prominently in American culture anymore. You had Tyson and Tupac, now you have Machine Gun Kelly and Logan Paul. You are not the same. In 2026, the American heavyweight landscape is barren. The last somewhat great champion, Deontay Wilder, is 40 and suffering from the wear and tear of intergenerational trauma. Charles Martin briefly held a title before the glitch in the simulation was patched. Andy Ruiz Jr. might have an American diet, but he is a Mexican boxer. Jared Anderson was undefeated at 17-0, huge puncher out of Toledo, the kind of guy Top Rank built cards around. Congolese entrepreneur Martin Bakoli put Anderson down 3 times and stopped him in the 5th round in August 2024. Anderson hadn't been seriously tested, and under the bright lights, it showed. Jermaine Franklin had gone 12 rounds with Anthony Joshua and Dillian White and earned himself a reputation as a genuine American heavyweight threat. He had an opportunity to derail runaway UK hype train Moses Itauma. Franklin lasted until the 5th round in Manchester. Another American hope crumpled on the canvas. Dick Torrez Jr., the Olympic silver medalist in Tokyo, a guy who came into the pros with genuine fanfare. He'd been carefully managed by Top Rank and was unbeaten through 14 fights. Dick took himself to the pyramids in Egypt, got knocked out cold by the Cuban Flash. Sanchez walked away as the IBF #1 contender. Torres walked away with the first loss of his career. Now, none of this means American heavyweight boxing is dead. There are names coming through that are worth paying attention to. Damazion Vanhouter, he's 21 years old and 12-0. We've covered him before on the channel. 9 knockouts from those 12 fights. Speed, power, shot placement. The kid is for real, but the Zuffa platform means a very small number of warehouse dwellers will get to watch him live. Ali Feliz is 22 from Danbury, Connecticut. He's 7-0 with 5 knockouts. Also signed with Top Rank. He's a serious amateur pedigree, including a national championship. He's only 22 and opposition has been carefully chosen so far, which is fine. Joshua Edwards is a 2024 Olympian from Houston, Texas. He's a Pan-American Games gold medalist, now 6-0 as a professional, 5 by way of knockout. Last seen on the Garcia Barrios undercard in February. These are not names that will ever carry the weight of Lewis or Ali or Foreman. It's unlikely any of the 3 become a meaningful champion. They are, however, 3 of the best prospects on the American heavyweight boxing scene. American football, basketball and baseball hoover up the biggest, most physically gifted athletes the country produces. Boxing does not pay well enough. What money it does pay is distributed by sanctioning bodies, promoters and television networks in a way that makes the NFL look like a workers' cooperative. The pipeline that produced Lewis, Ali and Tyson was fed by poverty and necessity. The poverty is still there, but the guy who might have been the next Ali is in the NFL or playing basketball. As for the wider picture, the heavyweight champion as national symbol is not a new idea. Where once Joe Louis represented the brave fight for liberty, it is now Alexander Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, who is a totem of Ukrainian resistance, representing that same fight for liberty. American prospects like Vanhouter, Feliz and Edwards carry not just hopes of a belt, but hopes of making America dream again. What do you make of the American heavyweight boxing scene and its brilliant, glittering past? Will the American heavyweights rise again? Let us know in the comments. Stay safe. Study your opposition.